Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I'm going to do a card reading and a guided meditation for you. So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to say a few words about something right now. And this thing that I'm going to talk about is judgment. Judgment and criticism. When people are critical and they are judgmental, it's because they are insecure and they doubt their own ability. So they puff themselves up and they diminish other people. So if you hear people who are being critical of others, in your mind, just know that the person who's being critical is actually a very insecure person. And that if a person is being critical about someone else, don't go on what they're saying, go on how you feel about that person, what your relationship is with that person that they're talking about. In other words, make your assumptions about people as to how they are with you, not how they are with someone else, how they are with you, not what someone else says. I mean, you can observe them with someone else and see how they are with someone else from your own observation, but don't take someone else's word for it. Make your own assumptions about people based upon your own experience with them. That way you're being authentic and you're not being contaminated by someone else's personality and psychodynamic blueprint of their own dilemmas and what's going on in their life. And that's how they see a situation. You know, if you're wearing glasses with blue lenses, everything you see is blue. When you take the glasses off and you put on glasses with pink lenses, everything you see is pink. So everyone looks through their own lens, their own personal experience, their own trauma, their own insecurities, their own lack of self-confidence and self-esteem. So make your assessments on how people are with you and what your relationship is with others. And you know, we're human beings and we do our best, but there are times when everybody slips into a critical stance or a judgmental stance, but try and catch yourself and back out of that and try to come from acceptance. Everyone is doing the best they can at this given time with what they have to work with. And if they're behaving badly, they don't have a whole lot to work with. So just accept that that's who they are and that's how they're functioning, and back away if you don't want to be around that energy. I talked about this before. One of the most important things we can learn in this lifetime is how to protect our energy and how to stay away from people who aren't safe, and how to stay away from people who are negative, and how to stay away from people who are projecting their own drama onto other people and other situations. Sometimes you don't find out about that till you have been involved with a person for a while. Narcissists, for example, are notorious for being incredibly charming, incredibly loving initially, until they feel that they've got you in their web, and then they will proceed to suck you dry and destroy you. But that's a whole other conversation. I didn't mean to veer off into the narcissistic thing, but you can look up, there's tons of stuff on the internet about narcissism. Narcissists tend to be very abusive as well. They demean you, they put you down, they make fun of you, they diminish your self-esteem because they are so incredibly empty and so incredibly lacking in their own self-esteem and their own belief in themselves. So they puff themselves up and they find people that they can put down so that they feel better. They put someone down so that they feel better. And they especially like people that they can have power over. So there's lots of stuff on the internet about that. You can look it up. But back to the judgment thing. Don't be judgmental. Be warm, be inclusive, and try to reel in the criticism and the judgment that you might have for other situations and other people. Usually those are couched in disappointment. Disappointment that they're not doing what you think they should be doing. Disappointment that they're not showing up the way you think they should show up. Disappointment that they're not doing their part in a relationship or a work situation or a team endeavor. So you might tend to criticize them. But it doesn't help you to criticize. It doesn't help you to bring your energy down, to be judgmental and critical of someone else. So just keep your energy high. You know, that's what it's all about. Monitoring our energy all the time and to make sure our frequency stays at a high frequency. Okay, so I wasn't planning on saying any of that, but it just happened. That's the way it goes. Okay, looking into the cards. I'm already starting to yawn. Okay, you already know this if you've been here before. I yawn, my eyes water, my nose runs, I cough, my throat gets dry. All that stuff happens. And that's all me releasing the energy of the day, okay? The yawning thing, it's not that I'm bored. It's just that I'm releasing energy. So that's what's happening. And that just started just now because I already feel my eyes watering. And I already was yawning. And I'm already thirsty, so. Let's see what the cards have to say for you today, okay? I'm going to start with the God cards. This is this nifty little deck that somebody gave me. I'm going to shuffle the cards here, but not very much. Just going to shuffle them a little and cut them once and take the green card that's on top. I have no idea what it says. I don't have any idea about anything that's going to happen in this video. I have no idea whatsoever. I'm just following directions. Okay, here's the card. I'm holding it up. I don't know what it says. Putting the rest of these aside. And let's see what it says here. Grab my glasses. Okay, here we go. It says, the sun shines not on us, but in us. The rivers flow not past us, but through us. John Muir, okay? The other side says, I can put myself in the flow by turning it over. I kind of like that one a lot because you know what? You can put yourself in the flow by turning it over. And by turning it over, that means turning it over to the highest. Turning it over to God, Buddha, Jesus, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same energy. Turning it over to a higher power. So I can get into the flow when I turn it over. This especially happens if you do creative endeavors, if you do music, if you do writing, if you do painting, if you do clothing design. Anytime you do something creative, you've got to turn it over to a higher power to lead you. And then you get in the zone, and I'm sure you've all experienced it. Getting in the zone is like time just flies by. I mean, it just flies by, and it goes by quickly because you're in the zone, which is an altered state of reality. And if you want to get there, get out of yourself, stop judging yourself, stop getting outside of yourself and commenting on your behavior, on your creating, on what you're doing. Just get out of the way and just let it come through you. And then you can do whatever you want, whatever creative endeavor you want in the zone. Creation comes in many, many forms. It's whenever you're coming up with something that wasn't there before. Whenever you're creating something that wasn't there before, in the moment. That's what creation is, creating anything in the moment. It could be anything. It could be, building a garden or making something with woodwork or tooling leather or making jewelry, or all of that is creating something that wasn't there before. If you're performing, you're creating something that wasn't there before, because in the moment, you may have rehearsed before, you may have been at a play and rehearsed it, but in the moment, you're doing it the way it's never been done before. It's brand new in that moment, as long as you stay in the moment and you give it up to a higher power. Then you'll be in the zone and you'll just be cruising. Being in the zone is really, really fun. It's the best place to be. It's so fun. I love being in the zone. All right, let's choose some cards here. I'm gonna put this one aside. I lay them all out here because that way they're the roadmap and I can see where we're gonna go with them. I think I was wearing purple the last time I did this too. Isn't this a pretty pouch? I know, I love it. I've had it for years. It's a perfect size for tarot cards. This is not prepared. Nothing I do here is prepared. It's all very spontaneous. Right, Luna? It's the meditation cat. Luna the meditation cat. We just do it in the moment, right, Loon? We just do it in the moment. So we're going to shuffle these cards now and see what comes up for you. I suggest that you come up with a question. You might just say, what's going on with XYZ situation? Give me some guidance on a work project. Give me some direction for my purpose. Whatever you want to ask. If you don't have something specific, just say, tell me what's going on right now. But it works really well if you have something that you want to get clarity on. The cards are not fortune tellers. I know some people say they're fortune tellers, and some people on the social media act like they're telling fortunes, but they're not. You cannot use the cards that way. The cards need to be a way for you to be triggered to go to your deep inner self, to make your own assessments and get your own insights and make your own decisions. The cards do not make decisions for you. Contrary to what some card readers say. All right. We are divinely protected by healing white light. And the entire time we are watching or listening to this video, and even afterwards, we are divinely protected by healing white light. Cut the cards once and take the card on top. Yes, I will. Okay, cool. This is a Pentacle card. And this is a 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But first, I'm going to choose the card right after that because that's what I'm guided to do. And it's this one. Okay. All right, that's a 4 of Swords. I'm going to put this deck aside. Put my glasses on so I can catch all the nuances. I am an intuitive card reader, so I don't look in books or I don't even pay attention to what all the books say. There's a lot of tarot books and they all say different things. I am an intuitive reader, so I just, in the moment, tell you what the card means in the moment from the information and the guidance that I'm given in the moment, because the cards can mean different things at different times. But you will see what I mean if you think about your question or your dilemma. Remember it, because you might get some clarity. Hopefully you will. If you don't get it before we go into the guided meditation part, you may get it while we're in the guided meditation part, or you may get it in a dream state, or when you wake up in the morning in that very precious place between sleep and wake. That's a very, very magical place between sleep and wake. A lot of intuitive guidance comes through at that time, right when you wake up, but before you're wide awake. And also right before you're going to bed, but you're not asleep yet. All right, so let's talk about these cards. This is Pentacle card. Okay, Pentacles have to do with career. They have to do with the earth trip. They have to do with money. Now, we see this guy, the 7 of Pentacles. He's looking at the work he's done. Right, Luna? That's right. He's looking at the work he's done. He's put a lot of work into this. Look how many pentacles are there. A lot of work into this, but it hasn't quite come to fruition yet. These are grape leaves, but there's no grapes. Not yet. But they will emerge. They will emerge. He's got a little more work to do. See that? A little more work to do before it manifests. But he's taking a break right now. That's cool. It's fine to take a break. If you notice, the number is 7. In the major arcana, 7 is the Chariot card, and the Chariot card isn't moving. It's getting ready to move. It's getting ready to move, but it's not moving. It's in place. He's in place. He's getting ready to finish this last piece, and then I can pretty much bet that all these grapes are going to bloom. But he's done a lot of good work. So this is you. You've done a lot of good work. You've worked hard on yourself. You worked hard on the project, whether it's yourself or an external project. You got a little more work to do. You're taking a break. That's cool. You're getting ready to roll. You're 7. You're staying in place, but you're getting ready to roll, and getting ready to roll quickly, okay? These are circles. They roll, right? You're getting ready to put that on and roll, okay? But you're proud of what you've done. You're proud of what you've done. See what he's looking at, what he's done here? Proud of the work you've done. Okay, the next card is a 4 of Swords. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Swords are fire, okay? Pentacles are earth. Is that right, Luna? I know. So swords cut through crap, okay? They just cut through the crap, all right? Now, this is a 4, okay? And this person is lying there taking a break. This guy's taking a break too, okay? He's taking a break. Well, you're quite talkative tonight, aren't you, Lena? And this guy's taking a break too, but he's in a meditative state. See his hands? He's done work too. Look at his trophies. 3 of them are on the wall, but there's more work to do. See, one more piece, but he's taking a break. He's resting on his laurels, resting on it till he gets guidance about what to do next. But there's a lot of stuff going on here. This is a window into what's next for him. After he's done taking a break, he's going to sit up, look through the window, and know exactly what to do, where to go. 4 is a balanced number. There are 4 points to a pyramid. There are 3 sides, but there are 4 points, okay? And that's a nice solid, 4 is a nice solid foundation number. He's got a nice solid foundation here, and you can see he's lying on a nice solid foundation. People read this card in a different way. This is how I'm reading it to you right now. This is taking a break before you do the next piece, just like taking a break before you do the next piece right there. And this is cutting through the crap. Don't get caught in the bullshit. Don't get caught in the drama. Stay clean, stay clear, and meditation will keep you clean and clear so you don't get involved in any drama. Now, this is yellow, which is the color of the solar plexus, which means that this guy is powerful. You are powerful, okay? And you have protected yourself. He's wearing armor. You have protected yourself against negativity, negative projections, and bullshit, basically. So you're going to cut through some more crap, put your trophy on the wall, come out of your repose in your meditative state, look out the window, and see the picture of exactly what's next for you. All right, now let's go into some decks. I'm going to choose this angel deck next. I never do this in any particular order. I do usually start with the tarot cards, though, but I don't usually choose the other decks in any particular order. But, you know, we're doing purple again. I kind of like that. Now, vibe into purple. I have a light in my living room that changes colors. I have it programmed with Alexa, and I can have it change colors. And I've had it on purple for the last several nights, which is really cool because when you pull up to my house, there's a 2nd-story window, and it always is the color of whatever the lamp is. It's kind of cool. I like that. I like changing the colors of the light, too. There's a number of light colors that it can change to, and I like changing. I kind of get into a certain color and let it just permeate the aura of the house. All right, more substantiation, more verification, more validation, more explanation of what we just discovered. Again, divinely protected from any negative rejections, any negative energy of any kind. Only good, and allow these cards to tap into a deep part of yourself to give you answers and clarity that you will come up with on your own, that you will decide to implement whatever resonates with you. The ocean. Okay, this has been coming up regularly. And ironically enough, I'm going to be in Santa Monica tomorrow, and I'm going to be near the ocean. And I was thinking this morning, tomorrow when I go to Santa Monica, I'm not going to turn around and come right home. I'm going to spend some time at the ocean. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to watch the waves. It's going to be good. Ocean. But I also thought about the ocean today, and I'll tell you why. I thought about the ocean today when I was taking a shower, because you don't have to go to the ocean to take the power of the ocean and use it to cleanse your spirit. No, most of our body is water, okay? So water is very, very important to us. Drinking water, like I'm drinking right now, and bathing in water. You know, when you take a shower, take a conscious shower. When you take a bath, take a conscious bath. When you're in a bathtub, don't just take a bath and get out. And don't talk on the phone. Just be quiet. And imagine, going into a trance already. And imagine that the bath water is cleansing your spirit and soul and recalibrating all of the cells in your body, all right? I'm usually in a bath for 20 to 30 minutes. I put in magnesium salts, the Dead Sea salts. I put magnesium flakes in there. I put Epsom salts in there. I throw in a little baking soda. I put in fractionated coconut oil, which is liquid. You know, it's not solid, and you just buy it at Amazon. And I put in a ton of essential oils. I figure if my skin is going to be open, my pores are going to be open with warm water from the bath, I want those essential oils going into my body. The ones that I use are Young Living. I've been working with Young Living oils for 28 years now, and I find them to be the most pure because you can use them internally, and they just work for me. And every essential oil from Young Living has a vibrational frequency. So if you choose an essential oil that has a higher vibrational frequency, a higher megahertz than the human body, you will be elevating your frequency, which is like totally cool. So if I choose an oil that's a frequency of 95, a megahertz of 95, and my body's megahertz is 68, I take a bath with that. And I get out of that bathtub, and my megahertz is higher. I have enhanced my electrical frequency. Very cool. If you have any questions about that, let me know. If you want to know what kind of oils to stick in your bath, send me a note, and I'll be happy to tell you. Like I said, if you want the Young Living oils, I can get them for you, or tell you how to get them yourself. But I like them the best, and I have been working with them for many, many years. And even before I started working with them, I was working with other oils, and I've been doing aromatherapy since I was a teenager. That's a lot of decades. I'm not going to tell you how many, but it's a lot of decades. And I've been working with the tarot cards since I was a teenager too. That's a lot of decades also. All right, let's talk about the ocean, okay? And I'm feeling really, really warm right now. So, oh man, I think I'm going to get up and open the back door. You'll hear my alarm system tell me that my back door is open, but I'm getting hot, which means my frequency is getting higher. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I know it's open. She lets me know when the doors are open, which I really appreciate. Okay, let me get back in here again. Oh, here we are. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit more air coming in here. I just get so warm sometimes and my energy gets starts elevating. And even, it's really interesting, even talking about elevated frequency from the essential oils, I could feel more megahertz. I could feel more electrical energy coming in, and I started to get really warm. Pretty wild. Okay, let's talk about the ocean. We left off with that. And here is this beautiful angel, and she's walking by the ocean. See her? Okay. And I'm going to tell you what this says. Let me just pull this in a little bit. Even. There we go. Okay, the ocean. This came up last time too, I think, or a recent time. Or maybe it came up in one of my private readings that I did for somebody. If you want a private reading, just reach out to me and let me know. I'll tell you all about it. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Time. No, that's not it. The ocean. The ocean. What happened to it? I had it right here, and now the page turned. My nose is running too. Okay, here it is. Ocean. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects, just like even talking about enhancing frequency brought mine up. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean, which I will be doing tomorrow. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. This card comes to you because of your connection with the ocean. It's a sign that you need to spend more time near the sea, perhaps during a vacation or as a home base. I used to live by the ocean. As a matter of fact, if you look at my Facebook page, my private one, has a picture of my former backyard when I lived in Hawaii. And it was exquisitely beautiful to walk out there and be out there when the sun came up every morning. It was just dreamy. It was really, really fabulous. And I had a baby. My first child was born, well, both kids were born at home, but my first child was born at home in a house on the ocean in Hawaii with all the slats of the windows open, and there were wind chimes out there and the sound of the waves. And he was born right after midnight. And it was very magical, hearing the sounds of the waves, having the ocean breeze tinkling those chimes. Really, really profound to give birth in an environment like that. So the ocean has always been very magical for me, very healing for me, and it's time for me to get back by it again. Okay. The angels will help with this endeavor if you ask and allow them to help you get to the ocean for a vacation, which could be a matter of a few hours, or a home base. The angels will help with this endeavor if you ask and allow them to. The ocean, air, and water inspires and heals you. You know, when I did my PhD, I actually rented a place in Hermosa on the Strand, and I worked on my PhD down there, right by the ocean. So that's pretty cool. The ocean, air, and water inspires and heals you. Okay, here's some additional meanings. Take sea salt baths to detoxify. Drink more water. Connect with dolphins and other sea dwellers. You have an ocean-related past life. Learn a water sport such as diving, sailing, or snorkeling. Any of those things resonate with you? Take sea salt baths to detoxify. Drink more water. Connect with dolphins and other sea dwellers. You have an ocean-related past life. Learn a water sport such as diving, sailing, or snorkeling. An ocean-related past life. Now, what do you think that means? Well, the first thing that came to me, I'll have to tell you, is Atlantis. Atlantis. That's the first thing that came to me. I don't know. Maybe you resonate with Atlantis. I definitely do. And Atlantis supposedly went under the ocean, so maybe in a past life, if you're watching this, you were with me, we were all together, and Atlantis just went under the ocean. Who knows? Who knows? Could be, could be. All right, let's go into another deck here. I think I'm going to choose this one next. I'm going into the Indigo deck now. If you're watching this, you're probably an Indigo. Indigos, oh, I'm sorry, I bumped that. Indigos are not just children. A lot of people say, oh, the Indigo children. Well, you know, Indigos are anybody who feels like they are here for a mission, a purpose, and a destiny. And you could be any age of being Indigo. And you know what? If you're watching this channel, you're probably one. Okay, so we're going to see what's going on here, see who shows up here. Again, we want some more validation. So far, we've got these guys taking a break before they get back to work again, and maybe they're taking a break at the ocean. Okay, the Earth trip, cutting through the crap, and being at the ocean, clearing everything so they're ready to finish the project and move forward. All right. What is that noise? I don't know what it is. Oh, more purple. Share your wisdom. There you go. She's a beauty with a little book. Okay, share your wisdom. All right, let's check this out and see what it has to say. Share your wisdom. See how pretty she is holding those books. You all have wisdom. I told you that if you're watching this, you're probably an Indigo. Indigos come here, they incarnate because they have work to do, they have destiny, and they are to be of service to humanity, which means that means you. You're here to be of service to humanity, okay? So your wisdom could be anything. Anything that you are an expert in or that you know about, that you know more than other people know about, that you can help other people by sharing that wisdom, share your wisdom. All right, let's read the card and see what more it has to tell us about sharing your wisdom. Within you is ancient and powerful wisdom about the true rules of right and wrong. As an Indigo, you came to this planet to make big changes, and you are not alone in this mission because we're all here together. Right, Luna? That's right. As you learn more about the changes that should be made to society, this card guides you to share this awareness with like-minded others, and here you are with like-minded others. The more Indigos who know their true purpose, because people like you awaken them to it, the more effective this collective mission will be. This is your mission. This is your destiny, should you choose to accept the assignment. If you don't accept the assignment, basically, you feel miserable, depressed, and anxious. If you accept the assignment and move forward and ask for guidance and ask for direction, you will feel alive and charged up and electrical and vibrant. So if you're feeling depressed and anxious, you're maybe shut down and you're not open to the direction that's coming to you, and you may not be open to receiving the wisdom that allows you to move forward and share with others. You have a purpose being here. Every single one of you has a purpose being here. Every single one of us has a purpose being here. We're all incarnated at the same time. It's not an accident. It's meant to be. And you know, when you see people and you have that instant connection with them, it's like, it felt like you knew them, because you did. If you have an instant aversion to someone, you could have known them too. But they're not here to help you as you accomplish your mission this time. The ones that you feel connected with, the ones that you resonate with, the ones that feel familiar to you, like family to you, they are. And you're here with them, with us, to do the work. And you're doing your work right now by listening to this video, watching this video, and giving yourself time to do the guided meditation and go deep within. You can do the guided meditation over and over, and it will mean something different to you each time. You'll see. All right, moving right along. Okay, now I want to point something out so far. We got this guy who's waiting, who's done a lot of good work here, but he's kind of paused, okay? We got this guy right here who's taken a pause. He's done a lot of good work too. See his trophies, all those swords on the wall? He's cut through a lot of crap. There's more to go. Go to the ocean to move into the next chapter and accomplish what you're here to do. Get the guidance there. And when you get the guidance, share what you know to help others. I mean, you can share what you know through painting. You can share what you know through music. You know, someone who looks at a beautiful painting is being helped by appreciating that beauty. Someone who listens to music is being helped because it brings them joy, and everybody in the room is listening to the music, and that's the bond. Everybody in the room is bonded. So, let's move on and see what else is next. I'm moving into a different deck here. My nose is running a lot. It's time for me to move into trance time. Time for me to move into meditation time. So I'm going to keep this brief. Shuffling more cards here. We are asking for more guidance, more explanation, more substantiation, more validation, and more inspiration. A lot of shuns there, right? Okay. And again, we are divinely protected by white light. And we ask that these cards go deep into your subconscious mind to give you clarity and direction, whether you get it immediately, whether you get it tonight in your dream state, whether you get it before you go to bed, whether you get it in that magic space before you actually are fully awake in the morning. The card on the top is more purple. Hello from heaven. Hello. I love this. Hello from heaven. Don't you just love it when you get a message? And this is a message. It's like, this is a reading tonight with so many messages. So many messages, and they're beautiful. Hello from heaven. Hello. This is Archangel Azrael. Let me tell you about him. Let your loved ones in heaven are doing just fine. For those of you who have a loved one who has passed away, like I have, and so many I know have, your loved ones in heaven are doing just fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. They know what you're doing. They are watching you. They are there for you. You can talk to them. You can ask them to help you. You can ask them for guidance. They're there. Anybody here want to tell me something or show me something? Anybody here want to show me something or tell me something? You're already showing me the cards. Any other messages you want to give me that I can share? Trust. Trust. Believe that they're there or here. It's just like they're in another room. You can't hold them anymore. You can't hug them anymore. But they're with you, and it's like they're in another room, and they're calling out what to do from the other room. So you have to really work on your listening. You're listening so that you can hear what they're saying from the other room. You know, when someone's in the other room and they're talking to you, it's not so clear. It's kind of muffled. So you have to get real quiet and listen to what they're saying. And what I just heard was trust. Trust that they're there. Trust that they want to communicate with you. And trust that they're going to communicate with you. Alrighty, let's move into hello from heaven. Hello from heaven, I'm here for you. Hello from heaven, I'm here for you. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worrying about them. Feel their loving blessings. Your loved ones aren't far away. In fact, they're quite near. In your quiet moments, you can feel their presence. These really are true visitations, and I ask you to trust your intuition. You may notice dream visits from deceased loved ones. Know that your loved ones are happy, free of suffering. They're free of the bodies that no longer were working, that were burdening them. Know that your loved ones are happy, free of all suffering. I want the same for you. And someone who is not burdened by a body that isn't working, that isn't here anymore, just had to make a quick exit. Their karma was done. Your loved ones want to work with your guardian angels to help you be peaceful. So watch for other signs from heaven. Watch for the signs. I get signs all the time. I mean, they could be anything. And, you know, those of you who know me and watch my Facebook posts, I see messages all the time. I was walking yesterday. I mean, anything that is a little out of the ordinary is a message. I went for a walk yesterday. I try and do something every day, some kind of physical activity every day. Yesterday I was walking at sunset, which is my favorite time to walk. It's kind of a magical time for me. It always has been. Ever since I was a little girl, I used to call myself the sunset fairy when I was a little girl. Sunset is very powerful for me, and also sunrise. So I was walking yesterday, and all of a sudden, something out of the ordinary happened. A very vibrantly colored bluebird flew right in front of me, and I was walking up to a stop sign, and it stopped at the stop sign and sat on the stop sign and just watched me. And I was coming up to about 3 feet away from it, just looking at it. It was beautiful blue. And as I got closer, it saw that I saw it, and it felt like it transmitted the message to me, and it flew away. Excuse me. The bluebird of happiness. It was like, be happy. It was like, don't worry, be happy, like the song says. You know, don't worry about me, your loved one that's not here in the physical body anymore, because I come to you periodically. I let you know I'm around. Don't not see the signs. Be open to seeing the signs. Because if you're, you know, I want proof and, you know, show me for real, you're going to miss the subtle signs. They are working with frequency from the other side. They work with light, they work with sound, and they work with birds, insects, you know, things like that, because they're a lower vibrational frequency. Hummingbirds are big, dragonflies are big. So, you know, look for the little signs. No, don't just like, oh, that didn't really count. No, it all counts. And as it happens, give thanks that you see those little signs, and you'll see more and more and more. It's amazing. You'll see them everywhere. I see them everywhere. Everywhere. Every day I have signs. And it's wonderful because you know that you are not alone. And that's Sometimes when people get depressed or anxious, they feel isolated, they feel alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Ever. You're not alone. You've got guidance. You've got beneficial influence around you. You've got benefactors from the other realms and the etheric planes and those energies in the other room. They're there for you. They're here for us. All right, let me read to you. Hello from heaven. I can't remember if I read to you or not. I'm already trancing out here. Okay. Watch for their signs. That's where I left off. Okay. Working with Archangel Azrael. Kind of like Israel, only Azrael. A-Z-R-A-E-L. Azrael is known as the angel of death, since his primary role is to help people cross over to heaven at the time of their physical death. Far from being a morbid role, Azrael surrounds the newly crossed over soul with loving light to make the experience uplifting and comforting. Azrael helps deceased loved ones make contact with their living family members and friends. You can ask Azrael to bring you a message or a dream visitation from your loved ones in heaven. Ask, as it says in the Bible, ask and you shall receive. If you don't ask, you're not going to receive. You have to ask. It's time for a trance now, because I am nose running, eyes running, throat clearing. My throat, you hear my throat? It's getting kind of raspy. Okay, so let's move into the guided meditation. Make yourself comfortable. I suggest that you lie down with your back straight. That's it. And shift around. Get yourself 5% more comfortable. It's okay to move. It's okay to move around. It's okay to move around to get rid of the energy of the day or evening. Just kind of scrunch yourself in there. Feel yourself be loose. Feel yourself loosening up. Feel yourself loosening up. Loosen those shoulders. Loosen your facial muscles. Loosen your jaw. Move your mouth. Loosen your jaw. You like that puppet. You know that puppet that kind of goes like that? Loosen your jaw. Move it around a little bit. I'm going to count backwards from 5 down to 0. And each count is going to allow you to go deeper and deeper. Any sounds that you hear that are regular, everyday, normal sounds will not disrupt your state of being. They will not interfere in any way. They will allow you to go even deeper and let go even more. That's it, letting go. Let any tones that you hear help you release. And any tones that you hear will be resonated with the cells in your body to bring everything back into harmony. Beginning on the count of 5, close your eyes if you haven't closed them already. And feel your body releasing more and more. With every breath that you take, with every sound of my voice, with every sound that you hear. Allow yourself to let go more and more. You don't even have to think about what you're letting go of. Just know that your mind is taking direction. Your higher self is taking direction and letting go. And moving down to 4. Imagining your neck releasing, your back and your mid-back. Imagine that your eyes are relaxing and releasing, that your jaw is relaxing and releasing. That's it. Moving down to 3. Starting to feel more deeply internally in your being. Meaning that it's like you're going into yourself deeper and deeper. That's it. Continuing down on 2, feeling your hips, your thighs, your abdominal cavity, calming, releasing, and letting go. Coming down to 1, going even deeper, allowing your legs to completely relax. That's it. Every sound of my voice takes you deeper. Every breath that you take takes you deeper. And moving now from 1, in a moment, you'll move down to 0. And you go even deeper still. When I count you down from 1 to 0, you will hear some chimes. Allow the chimes to resonate with every cell in your body. Allow every cell in your body to resonate with every sound that you hear. And that will balance you, re-energize, relax, and renew you. And drifting deeper now, from 1 down to 0. Letting go more and more. And letting go more and more. Using the sound of these tones to take you a step down, and another step down, and another step down. And another step down. And another step down. Easily and gently now, floating and drifting. I honor you for taking this time for yourself. Every cell in your body is grateful and thanks you for allowing your body to recalibrate, decompress, renew, re-energize, and rebalance. Thank you for joining me in this dimension. I look forward to being with you again. I see the light in you, and you are seeing the light in others more and more, and that is being reflected back to you. Many blessings to you until we meet again, and always. Namaste.